Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Friday night. Thank you for being here.
Hello everybody. It's Friday. What's going on? What's the good word?
Has it been good for you this week?
It's been a busy
busy
week,
right? Yeah, it's been a lot. I feel like
Stop
we say that all the
talking in front
time,
of me.
right?
You're stepping on my speech already.
I'm sorry, I will not do that.
Good God. No, it has been a crazy week. It's been a long, I don't know, fast and crazy.
I think it went by quick. Like, I don't know, the whole week just like flew by. It's just crazy. Guys, how
What's
are you
up?
doing? How are you doing?
I have a question. Did you guys watch the video of our friend
Justin
in
Barber.
his movie, Space Coast?
Wait a second. Wait. There you go. Can you see it? You can't see it. There you go. Space Coast.
Wait, when did you put out that video?
It went out yesterday. It's a long video. It's like about an hour long. So if you're not on Adderall and you have problems for concentration type thing, then you probably want to take something, maybe some chamomile tea or just something.
God.
Anyways, but yeah, it's long. But what I did is I put chapter markers in it so you can kind of like look at anything that you want to. But we had a lot. We had a good time. It was like really good. We got to eat some of this stuff. This space astronaut ice cream, which is like freeze-dried ice cream, which is really cool. And then we ate some of this cosmonaut. It's all in Russian. Let me see. Does it pop up? Can you read it? No. It's damn broad. Anyways.
It is hot in here.
Is it hot?
It feels really hot. Or
I'll put the AC down a little bit.
Summer's already here. It's humid.
What's really interesting is right here on the front of this is what they would take like on their space shuttle.
Starting though. We didn't
but
say
hold
hi
on.
to anybody.
But hold on. But I just want to put this out there.
You're out of order.
But listen, you're out of order.
You're out of order. I'm gonna get a hammer like a judge.
Just don't start kicking me already. Just wait a second. Anyways, you see there's like a space shuttle on here. I never knew it, but Justin told us that they actually made a space shuttle. Russians have a space shuttle. They never actually had people on it, but they made it. Anyways, this is Sicilian pizza in like probably lead tube that we are now contaminated out of.
I know. All right, I'm gonna say hello to some shout outs.
Go ahead and
hello
do it.
to Peeps. I see you. I hear you. Virtually. Let's see. We have Larry Copley. Welcome to Premium Sub Member.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. The super chats, all the members, all the gifts, everything is really appreciated always. Thank you.
Hello, David. Let's go. Gala Girl, how are you?
Gala Girl is here.
Second, I'm really second. Hi, Fabiola. Hi, Joe. The lag character just standing here. I've died so many times. We need Gamer Deluxe anti-lag speed.
Hey, Gamer Girl. Tell me, what games do you play? Gala Girl, what games do you play? I want to hear it. Are you doing like MMOs? Are you doing first-person shooters? And if so, which ones?
All right. Jeff, good evening. Sierra Nevada, how are you? Let's see. We have, I know there's people down here. Peter, thanks for being here, Peter. I see you. John, good afternoon from Texas. How are you?
John,
it's wet
how you
in
doing?
Texas.
It seems to be wet in Texas
Rubicon, howdy.
Rubicon.
Yes, Explorer 867, Bill Watkins, Eric, how are you? John from Maine. Ian, good evening, Ian. All right, let me
see. Travis.
The dude is here and Jay is here. Larry, as we said, is
our moderator is here, Feb.
All right, I said Peter.
Yes.
Let me get some questions. Gala Girl, any update on the XB with computer stream configuration?
XB? What do you mean? Repeat. And when you repeat, tell me what games you play.
Well, she plays all these, I don't know. We need Gamer Deluxe anti-lag speed.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if we had lower latency, but it's coming. It is coming. What I would like is less jitter, right? So there's less variation in ping, so the ping stays even. So even if we get a 35 ping or a 30 ping, if it's continuously 30 milliseconds, it's okay. But when it's 30 and then all of a sudden it's 60 and then it's down to 20 and then it's 60, that's when things start going south. So I would like to see more consistency, but of course faster. Go ahead. I made it short.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's so short, I'm speechless.
You see?
John said, good afternoon from Texas. I think we
How you
need
doing,
to buy
John?
tea for Peter.
Yes, Peter.
No, he said it's not necessary. Peter, are you sick? Did I miss something?
Peter has a question here. Let me see. What does he have here? It said, did you see the Chinese rocket
I was
launch?
not done.
And do you know why the middle
You're
part
cutting
of
me
the
off
burning
again.
washed
I'm gonna
yellow?
kick you.
And I love the
And I have my
podcast video you did.
Platforms on tonight.
Oh God, it's gonna hurt. No, those things aren't that's like slippers or something.
Really?
Look at those things. Well, I don't know. Those are pretty thick. All right. Anyways, yeah. So Peter, I did not see the Chinese rocket launch, so I'm not really sure about that. I'm glad you did enjoy the podcast that we did with Justin.
Yes, David said awesome job with the video.
It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun.
Hi, Travis.
Travis, what's going on? Hey guys, if you are new here or if you're old, put like
you're
hello.
old.
If you're ancient like me, put like an emoji, a little poop
yeah.
emoji. Put a how you doing. Put I'm so and so from here, there, or elsewhere. Put I have Starlink. I don't have Starlink. Whatever. Put something in there so we can recognize you.
I know. Gala Girl said we need to do some wearable gear about under table kicking. I know, right? Maybe special shoes.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll have like your slippers or whatever they are, and my hairy
yeah.
leg. Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it's
good
very
TV.
Exciting.
Good podcast. I like it.
I feel like I'm babbling. I'm tired, you guys. It's been a week.
Tighten it up. I made you already a cup of coffee. I don't want to
didn't
hear
drink it all. It was too much. I've already had like 3 cups today.
I have my tea, guys. We're doing tea. While you're flubbing around over there, we have a little bit today. We have some mint and
I'm gonna
misty
kick
morning.
him so hard.
Mint.
He's gonna fly and bounce off
So
the
good.
lens.
So
I think
good,
you
guys.
guys will enjoy it. It'll be fun TV. Yeah.
Tea is so good. Are you falling behind? What's going on?
No, I'm just reading and laughing.
Okay. Stop reading and laughing.
Explore 867. Hi to both of you from Central Oregon.
Wow, Central Oregon.
John did say, hey, I watched some of the video. Great one. Jay,
Thank you.
hello all.
Appreciate that.
Eric, they say cocaine helps with ADHD. I personally can't stand it, but I love the smell of it.
Or maybe the taste?
The
As long-
dude said Warzone. You asked about
Oh.
games.
Oh, Warzone. Warzone, good stuff.
Larry,
Okay.
thanks for the welcome. Shout out to the Larry Copley. Yes.
How you doing? How you doing?
Um,
Yeah, definitely. Not just Gala Girl. If you guys play any games and you're playing with Starlink or whatever you're playing with,
Butch Landers.
let us know what you're playing.
Good afternoon from Central East Texas.
Another Texan. Is it raining there too?
$2 Steve. Hi kids. Anthony Nye. Hello. Kevin Thiel. Hi guys. Happy Friday. John.
Happy Friday.
Your wife said she is hot with her dress.
See?
John, thank you.
There you go.
Eric, question. Has a date been announced for the next Starship launch?
No. I was speculating it's going to be right around the 10th through the 15th, somewhere around there. So we are maybe 10 days away, I'm thinking. But whenever it does happen, I'm definitely going to do a live. Unless there's something crazy going on, I'll definitely do a live because that was so much fun, the last one that we did. So
All right, quick shout
We'll be
out
here.
to Adrian and Ruth.
Adrian
Thank
and
you so
Ruth.
much for the super chat. Happy Friday, friends. We just wanted to stop in and say hello. We are at the RV Really in Pigeon Forge.
wow.
So we will watch the replay. Oh, that's so fun. Have a good time. Thank
Pigeon
you so much.
Forge. That's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That's great. Thank you so much for that.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you guys.
Shannon Monahan, how are ya? On air with the purple hair. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Thank you so much for that super chat.
She's got
Yes,
it, right?
It's like it's doing this glow and
Thank
it's
you,
bad
Shannon.
hair
Really
day,
appreciate
but,
that super chat. Thank you so much.
Every
for
little
that.
bit helps on the end of the week Friday.
Yeah. No, it's good. Appreciate it.
That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, Gala Girl says Xbox.
Oh.
She plays
Oh, okay. Xbox. HP.
Honey
okay.
Badgers, good evening.
Yeah, there's nothing. So let me just answer that. So Gala Girl, as far as your pings and stuff with your Xbox, you're going to get the fastest pings if you're using your Xbox, if you're using PC, as long as you're connected through an Ethernet cable. So if you're using your Xbox through Wi-Fi, just cut that out and run a hard wire to it, and you're going to get the quickest speeds right from your Starlink. So that's the best way to do it. Are you going to get anything quicker? No, that's just what it is. What you get on your Xbox at that point is going to be the same thing you get on your PC. is what it is. That's it.
Well, that kind of sucks, right?
I know. There's nothing that we can do about
know.
it for right now, at least. It's getting better, though. It's definitely getting better.
Dominic, what's up?
Dominic.
Freaky people, it's Friday. Yes, it is.
It is. Free Speech Friday.
Tom
Gotta
Jack.
love it.
Tom, Washington State Starlink since October. Average ping of 45.
Average ping, let me see, 45. Nice, since October. So that's not too bad. That's not bad. I mean, our ping is usually sitting right around in the 30s. Every once in a while, we'll sit in the 20s. Matter of fact, while you guys are there,
Chatting.
I'm going to do a ping test
Right.
and see what we end up with.
I know. Sarah, question Joe behind on questions already. I know,
This is what always
He
happens.
tries to take over. He does he always breaks the the order in which we do things. He forgets.
Did I break the order?
Yes. I'm going to get
This pop up. It did pop up. All right. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So here's the ping. I'm going to leave that right there just for I don't know a minute or two. I'm going to let it run so we can see what it's at. So remember, we're broadcasting right now. So we're sending a good chunk of data to YouTube, video, 4K video. So right here at the very top, we see 26 milliseconds, 26, 26, 36, 42, 50, 29, 32. And as we come down here in this middle area, we're seeing 76, 64, 50 something, 30s. And then as of right now, we're seeing 38, 42, 42, 36. So that's about where it's at when we are broadcasting, when we're actually pumping a pretty good stream out there. I'm going to leave that up just for like maybe a few minutes to see if we get any outages or any high pings. Right here we see a ping of 344 milliseconds, and then one just popped up right around here for 165 milliseconds. So those are some bad pings, and that's what would add into the jitter. Some people don't know what jitter is. A real just a brief understanding. Jitter is the lowest to the highest, right? That mean, right? The middle ground. What is that jitter? Is that difference between the low and the high? That's what your jitter is. You want the jitter as small or as low of a number as possible. That means that the difference between if you're low and your high ping is very close. So you get a more even and steady connection. So when you check your speeds, check your jitter too. And if you don't know how, I put a couple of videos out already on that. So check back into my Starlink playlist. I think there is 170, 270, I think, videos. I don't know, there's a whole bunch. Go take a look at it.
Okay, Jay, I am looking. Jay from Jay. I am looking to get Starlink for my motorhome.
Oh.
Hello, Anthony from Idaho. Larry. Hello, Larry. Copley has first-gen Starlink in Washington, just over the river from Portland. I'm drinking mint chocolate coffee. Ooh, that sounds good.
Sounds really good.
I have been having peppermint mocha coffees lately.
Peppermint mocha
Yes.
surprise.
Mick Gustafson. Hello, Jay and Fab. Great seeing you. Great.
Good seeing you. Thank you for being
Seeing
here,
you.
Mick.
Well, we don't get to see you. You get to see us, but we're happy
Still,
you're here.
it's good.
Honey Badgers. Yeah, the interview with Justin was awesome. Thank you guys. You guys, if you haven't seen that interview, I think it's really cool. There's a lot of subject, a lot of different things that we talked about that we hit on, and it's entertainment and it's great. And if you go to, is it Space Coast?
Yeah.
No.
It is. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
I'll
We'll
type
stick
it in the
there.
thing, and you
Yeah.
can. It's a docu-film. It's less than 30 minutes long, and I'll link it up so you guys can check out if you can go watch it. It was really cool, and Justin's a very good guy. He's a great person.
Yeah, yeah. And the other thing about it is that not only is it about space and it has a really good narrative, a good story behind it, but it also, I think, gives a feeling of patriotism. And I think that just this country is just, it needs it desperately at this point. So it is a patriotic short film. So it's really, really exceptional in my personal opinion.
It's really good. Let's see, Jay, with 92%, will it work okay?
On what?
Jay answered and said he is working
the
for the
site.
Starlink motor home. And then with site 92%, will it be okay?
Yeah, I mean, I guess what you're saying is you have a little bit of obstruction. If that's the case, 8% obstruction is not really an issue. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
What Starlink will do is it will accommodate. It will block off the areas that are obstructed and then not even put them into the mix anymore and just say, okay, we don't have service in that spot, and it'll take the service everywhere else. So it's pretty smart now compared to the way it was 35 months ago when we first started. So it's doing well.
Anthony Nye, thank you so much for this super chat.
Anthony, thank you.
You should look into Ruckus AP. Their Beamflex Plus is great proprietary technology. Got the R750 and using Starlink 8x8 my MIMO.
Yep,
Wi-Fi
MIMO.
6. MIMO or MIMO?
You can say it either which way.
Mumu?
No, Mumu.
Mama?
Mimo, Mimo. I think it's Mimo. But yeah, an 8x8. Yeah, we have a 4x4 currently. And I just got 2 boxes in that I'm going to share with you guys next week. Some brand new freaking antennas. So we're going to do some testing on some antennas and see how they do. So that's kind of exciting. Thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate those super
thank
chats.
you.
It's very, very helpful. Thank you.
Kevin, hello guys from Southern Oregon. I have
How are you
Starlink
doing?
and love it. John Haffenecker, thumbs up, folks. Yes, please thumbs up. Please.
That'd be awesome. Thank you for that.
Ian, it's like Ian. Here we go.
Oh, God.
It's like Coyote and Roadrunner. Their Coyote is Joe, and you are the Roadrunner. I'm trying so that I can get all these questions in for you guys before we go on to other stuff. And
Yeah. Because
you
if I go down like a rabbit hole, that's it.
Yeah.
We're like behind by a bit.
Gravely Dawn, thank you for that premium
Sub. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Thank you.
So what do
Thank
they
you.
get with a premium sub?
Well, now usually when you have a premium sub, you can probably start doing things like adding like little cool emojis in there and just like a lot of little nice cool things. It's let me see if those pop up. They should. Like little cool stuff, and it highlights your name. And then what happens is like if you ever comment or in, let's say there's 500 comments on a specific video, yours will circulate to the top. I will see them before anyone else's. So chances are I'll see yours, and some of the other ones I might miss because there's so many. So there's a lot of different things.
Kurt is in the house. Woohoo!
How you doing, Kurt?
I see you, Butch. Bushlanders, rained early this morning, lost internet from Starlink a couple of times with hard rain. That
It's a problem.
happens sometimes.
Yep. Rain fade is definitely a thing when it comes to Starlink. Rain fade is a thing. It's a problem. It is a problem.
Galagirl, Apex, Fortnite, Call of Duty, mostly games against other players. My character, no joke, 5+ seconds of staying in place. Ooh, I still connect with Xbox through the TP link you recommended.
Good. See if you could do some speed tests on your Xbox and see what you're getting. I just recently had
Wait, hold on. Peter, why do you want to get Joe all riled up? He says he is playing CS on fiber. Yeah, I know, Joe.
Like CSGO? Anyways, I don't want to hear about your fiber. It's really annoying. It's awesome. I think Peter has 1,000 by 1,000 or something,
know.
a gigabit by a gigabit, something crazy like that. That's awesome, though. That is awesome. What was I saying? I was saying with the Xbox, okay. Even without an Xbox, if you don't know if your speeds are right, like I had really slow speeds about a week ago or so, and then the speeds got slower and slower until finally it was dead, and I didn't know what was going on, and I just found out that one of the ports in my TP-Link switch is dead. Port number 6, like it's a 6 port or 8. I think it's an 8 port. The very last port is dead. You plug anything into it, no lights, no ACK packets, nothing going through it. You pull it out, stick it into another port, everything's perfect. So that means that port, obviously it got hit with some type of either lightning or some type of brownout. People don't know, brownouts just kill these things. Brownouts are really harsh. Or any kind of static. The static will go down the Ethernet cable and pop those ports. So anyways, if you have a port that's bad, you'll know it. Just pull one of your Ethernets out, stick it into a different port, and see if your speeds are faster. If they are, Get a marker, put an X on that port, don't use that port anymore. In my personal opinion, once you have one bad port, you're going to have another one in a very short period of time. You might want to consider starting to buy a new router or a new switch or whatever that specific device is, because once one goes out, they're going to slowly all go out. She just kicked me, so that's it.
Shout out to Peter.
That's one.
Peter Gosling gifted 5 memberships.
Peter, thank you so much.
So if you got a membership from Peter, Real Life with Adrian and Ruth, I think they just left though.
Oh,
Anthony
they'll know
9,
about
Bajarn, Blackhawk, Kalasa, Dustin Peckham. Yep, that's 5. And Peter said CS no go. Thank you very much. Shannon is going right after Peter. And he gifted 5 memberships. 5
more.
Yes, to Dominic, Metalhead Docs.
I didn't even know Metalhead Docs was even here. You see?
Mike and
now you got a free membership.
Webb. So please say hello.
See, those are names
everybody
that we didn't even know that were here.
Yeah.
And now we know. And now they're green and they're highlighted. And now whenever they come online, you're going to pop up and probably have like a star or something in front of your name.
So now this is kind of like what do you call it? Auction.
Oh.
So Peter has gifted 10 memberships.
Oh my God.
Peter Gosling to Bill, Blair, Terrapin Tom, Peekaboo, Tim Whalen, 83.
83CJ5?
No, not that one. Real Nick on Lover.
Gotcha.
So that's 5. So if you've gotten memberships from Peter or Shannon, please say thank you. That is amazing.
Say thank you to them. Wow, that is really nice, guys. Thank you for those memberships. Wow, free gifted memberships to you guys. That's great. That is really cool.
Toot All Steve just became a premium sub.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Also, 10 more memberships from Shannon.
Come on now. Who do we got here?
Harry, Tim, Shopesmore, Oklahoma, Chicken Cam, Matt B. Fixes,
Chicken Cam, I love it.
Richard Palmer, Joe Rivera.
You know what's going on here?
Joseph Howard, Dave H.
You see, everyone's getting called out. Because if you're trying to be like incognito and no one knows that you're actually here,
yes.
Well, guess what? You're getting free memberships and you're being called out.
Yes, and then wait, there's some more because Peter gave some to Wayne and
another 20 free
Bailey,
gift memberships.
L Dude 350 Can
oh my God.
Kid. This is just a party Friday. Oh my God. So now Peter.
Everyone is called out.
Everybody's called out.
There's
Carl,
like no one left.
R. Gablas, Daniel
Second Amendment
Jack,
Democrats. Look at that.
GNVL Tom. I'm late, but here finally. Forest Fires. Fighting sucks. Tom Ryan.
Wow.
WH. Big Boo, Lil Boo. Chad Sexton. Travis. Robo. You guys, I can't even keep up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, I just missed. Oh, here. Robo Andy. Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever. Look at that. You got a free membership.
From Peter.
And
Second Amendment from Peter. Brendan from Peter.
Oh, that's with Shannon. Shannon. No?
No, stop.
Oh, you're on Peter.
Stephen from Peter. Don. Hay. Cabron. Diane Trini. Gordon Cook. Tommy McNeely. And then,
I'm telling you, there's like no one left. No one. No one.
Wait, now I gotta say, because Shannon just gifted 20.
Oh, my
Not
God.
Afraid to Be a Fool. I love these names, by the way.
I love the names, you see?
James Morrow, CJ James, Bob Brown, Bishop, Greg Atlas, Pratesh, Patel, Haynes, Killer 10, Tony, Dennis, Dorman, Joey Ads 1989, Lighthouse 2020, Paul, Ardo, Trey Dunn,
Boom J. Boom
You can't even talk.
I love
CM Legend, Roland.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Mark McLeland.
Oh my goodness! Like everyone has got a free. Like everyone that came on tonight, free membership.
Just say thank you to whoever.
Yeah, just say thank you. That's just
much appreciated.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna backtrack so I can catch us up back on.
Any questions?
Yes. Thank you so much. That's amazing, you
Wow.
guys. That is amazing. Okay, so. Eric McMahon, our power company is offering fiber. Are they really running it over the power wires, or
No.
are they running over all fiber or both?
All fiber. Yeah, that's not through power. Power's way too dirty. It's fiber and power's completely different lines. One's like copper, the other one is glass, basically. So
83 Jeep. Hi, everyone from Lake County, Cali.
how you doing? California.
John, in Texas, a police officer was driving home in a sinkhole from right below him, and he is okay around Dallas. Oh my God, that's a lot of rain.
It's got to be the rain. Yeah, it's so dry for so long, and then it rains a little bit, and things just get...
Gala Girl. P.S. I've been using direct connection, no Wi-Fi, and still lag. Makes me furious when I'm near a win and get eliminated. That stinks.
Yeah, that is rough. That is rough.
Total Steve. With more satellite up, is the amount of open space getting smaller? Live in the dense forest of Western Oregon.
The amount of space getting smaller. Space being like the amount of people and the amount of connection, amount of connectivity, or the amount of space, like space in outer space. Two questions, right? I'm not sure which one you're asking. In outer space, if you just think about this, people think that there's like collisions going to happen, right? Because it's getting so populated. If you could just think of outer space or LEO, it's the size of a satellite is the size of like a grain of sand on the beach. Okay, they're so small in comparison to the vastity of space, of that area, okay, of that distance. Remember, it's three-dimensional. So it's starting at, let's call it 300 kilometers to like 800 kilometers. That whole area. I mean, just think about the amount of satellites you can put on just one pinpoint, right? So anyways, the bottom line is it's not very, let's say, full as of right now. Could there be collisions? Of course. But there's not as much as when we see these models. The models show all of these satellites going through, and it looks like it's just covered. Well, those satellites on the models are probably 1,000,000 times the size that they actually are. Okay, you follow me? Anyways, as far as connectivity, as there's more and more satellites, we have more and more connectivity, meaning there's more and more possible bandwidth that's available, okay? The new satellites, the 2.0 minis, have 4 times the capacity than the past. So as they keep launching these version 2.0 minis up into LEO, we're going to get constantly 4x. So for every satellite, it's 4 times. So when they have 100 of these satellites up, it's the equivalent of 400 of them yesterday. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Okay.
83
I did not
Jeep.
get kicked
My
that whole
latency
time.
overall is 32.93.
Not
Honey
bad.
Badgers, did you guys try more Russian space foods off air? And if so, how are they?
Hell,
we
no.
did not, Honey Badgers. The ice cream was great. Like that.
Yeah.
You know, the dehydrated stuff, that's fine.
Yeah, like this
But
ice cream.
This was...
If you guys didn't watch it,
not it.
yeah, this right here was literally
I don't
dog
even know.
food. I mean, I don't know, but you know what? It's supposed to have been Italian or Sicilian pizza.
Why do you keep saying
but
dog food?
It tasted like dog. It had like a taste of like fish or something to me.
And ham.
And fish and ham. I don't know. It did not
Fishy
taste like
ham.
a Sicilian pizza.
It was
My father
no.
is from Palermo. Trust me.
Yeah.
This shit did not taste like
Definitely
Sicilian
not.
pizza. I can tell you that for right now. But remember, the cosmonauts are going to sit there and suck on
You know,
that. So,
I had read on one of the comments, someone said, if it's metal, like, does
yeah,
it
it's
have
probably
lead?
I wouldn't doubt
And I
it.
was like, that's a great question. I have no idea.
It's Russian stuff.
But,
I
you know, it's cool.
Anyway, so this stuff right here, which is
good.
This is really good. So it's like a freeze-dried ice cream. But what we found out from Justin is that they don't use this on the space shuttles or any of the astronauts.
They did once.
They did it once, and when they bit into it, there's literally crumbs everywhere. Floating.
Didn't even think about that.
Didn't think about it, but this you can't even eat these. So this is more what he said. This is more like, I guess, for when you go to space,
yeah, it's
the
just
Space
a novelty
Center.
now.
It's a novelty
that
now.
you can get.
You can't
So.
really do anything with it.
I mean, but it's cool.
It is cool.
Sarah, question, I have a joke. They say food can't talk on a phone, then boom, onion rings. LOL. Get it? I like it, Sarah.
I like it. I do.
John, I watched a video about the new Starlink video. 3 disc mounted. Don't buy the new version. Mount still no good. Buy a aftermarket one.
Yeah. Now let me comment on that just for a second. If you don't know, the version 4, the latest version, okay, the ones that you can get refurbished as of right now for $399, they just have a kickstand. Okay, they don't have the fully articulating top piece to it, the actual antenna that can spin 360 with motors, with actuators. It doesn't have that. It just has a kickstand. You put it up, it tells you which way, and then that's it. Okay. What they're saying is, what he's saying is, don't necessarily go with that one because if you're going to put it on a pole, because the connector that connects it to the pole is kind of weak. It's just, to me, it was just a poor design to begin with. The way it actually, the pole goes into the unit, it really doesn't go in far enough. High winds is just going to simply be a problem. Okay. So, but, and this is the big but, if you're not going to put it on a pole, and you don't have the high winds, and you want to just stick it, wherever, and you don't have an issue with that part, the version 4 is faster download, faster upload, and lower latency. And this, a bunch of you guys wrote into me and showed me evidence of it. And they had a version 2.0 or Gen 2, and they had the Gen 4, and side by side speed test, the Gen 4 was faster every single time. Not by a little bit, by a lot. So what they're doing, what the special sauce is with the Gen 4, I don't know. Just push me, just kick me, whatever you want to do. Just throw me. I'm gonna hang out over here, okay?
You should, like, totally. Usually I'm hanging off the frame.
Well, you're not hanging off today.
Good.
I think your hair is glowing though. I kind of like it.
It's because Shannon wants my hair to glow.
I like it.
I'm down for it. If
it's
a little frizzy, I'm sorry. It's just I've been up since 5. Okay, I get up every day.
Guys,
at
say
5.
hello in the chat. Just say hello.
I was talking.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I let you talk.
You did, and you didn't kick me this time. So
Gala Girl, PPS 021 device connected to Starlink while on XB Netflix, if that, not necessarily even on.
Yeah, it's just you're just having issues as far as the speeds, and it's going to get better. Just hang in there. If you want faster speeds, check out the version 4. If you can afford the extra $399 for a refurbished kit, you're going to get better gameplay. I mean, as of right now. I might wait to version 5 or maybe pick up one of these minis or something just to test them out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My version 2 right now, my Gen 2 is doing a great job still. So.
All right. Ian, what if you put data center on old aircraft carries can send fiber cables and power to share to put power into grid and fiber to internet links to web. Also, if they put it 1 to 5 miles off.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different scenarios on how they can do different things. I always thought it would be really cool to be able to put a NOC or a network operations center in LEO, right? Put a big ass satellite up there and do a lot of the, let's say, the transactional stuff. Basically what we would do, like on a fiber switch, like a big massive Cisco that I would work on, right? Doing all that switching and routing and figuring stuff out, and then route the stuff at the speed of light through the mesh network, which is all of those satellites now communicating with lasers. So that's what I was speculating, but the more I think about it, working in a network operation, working in one of these COs, central offices, we know that those data centers are hot as hell, right? So heat is an issue, but in space, it's not an issue, right? It's pretty damn cold. So that's not a problem. The biggest problem is energy. How will they power such a system? And remember, they're powering it with light. They're powering it with the solar array. The array would have to be so massive, it really wouldn't be feasible. The only other thing that they could do is run it on, stop hitting me. The only other thing that they could do is run one of those big ass satellites, right, on some type of reactor. Like let's say a nuclear reactor, but more like a radioactive isotope type of reactor, a heat thermal type. Anyways, I went down a rabbit's hole. Yeah, sorry. She kneed me, okay? So we got 2 kicks and a knee.
Okay, Dominic, tomato, Mimo, Mima, Mamo, LOL. I'm right there with you. Okay, Kurt, yes, I know you're in the house. I'm so glad you're in the house.
How you doing, Kurt?
Ian, continue from the last message offshore and get the data from the SAT that are offshore. I guess it was a continuation to that.
Yeah.
I'm working here, you guys. I'm working. Jim Lippy, sun flares will be a problem for all devices. Going to ramp up.
Yep, solar flares, any type of electromagnetic pulse of any sort, solar or let's say man-made, it would be a massive problem. So yeah, I agree.
Gala Girl question. Fabiola, it's for me.
It's for you. I will kick you if you run on too long.
Best part of your week? Tonight. Friday nights are the best part of my week because I am done with my work and then I get to come hang out here and this is cool, it's fun, and then, you know, like it kicks off the weekend and like, yeah.
She just likes you guys. She doesn't like me, trust me.
He just gets on my nerves sometimes. Worst part of the week. So with my job, a lot of times I don't know when I'm taking off, and so that can turn into the worst part of my week because I can't, like, I have to I have to cancel my life. You know, like when you work a set schedule all the time, it's fine, and you know there's things that come up, and then it's like everything is sometimes can be last minute. I don't know if I'm going, if I'm not going, and that can get annoying sometimes. So that was one of the worst parts of my week. But
there's more?
Yeah, I've had 2 weeks, let me tell you, of not being here and being here and then not being here. I would say yesterday was, even though I was not here, so my day yesterday started at 5. By 8:30 I was in the air. By 10:45 I was on land again, and then I got to spend the day riding around with about 4 or 5 of New York's finest retired officers, which was very cool, and that was very cool. And then by 4:30ish I was back at the airport, and then by 5ish I was in the air again, and then I landed, I think it was like around 7:45, and then by like 8:45 I was pulling into the driveway, and then I was up again at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, and here we are.
This is how it goes.
So yes, my crystals. Are you into crystals? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, and yes.
Yeah.
All the things. So Gallagher, I hope I answered all that. Kurt, I have to take a shot first.
I didn't even kick her.
First kick of the night. That was like the only time I get to like talk.
No, yep.
Yeah,
No.
I don't get a kick.
No,
get out
you
of
won't
town.
get a kick.
All right, let's see. 83 Jeep, use APS battery backup to prevent issues with brownouts and lighting strikes.
100%. Yeah, if you're not using some type of APC, always makes a good one. There's a bunch of really good backup units that you can get. If you don't have some type of backup, you really should. If you can get a sine wave backup, even with like sine wave inverters, if you don't know what it is, basically just think of the power that comes out of them. If you have electric, instead of it being like this, which is a perfect wave, so it's very clean power, the power that we get from our companies, right, is like this. It's like a hot mess. So it's like hot, cold, all over the place. So by using one of those, like an APC or whatever, you get like nice, consistent power. It doesn't matter if you get a brownout or if you get a spike, your electronics don't know the difference. And that is really important. So yeah, absolutely. Great advice.
All right. David's good evening, fam. Whoop, whoop.
Good evening.
Thanks for the heads up on the maybe mini satellite dish Starlink coming out with. I almost pulled the trigger on a new one, but saw your video today. Mini got to have. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to really want it because it's so small. It's like the size of an iPad, and you'll literally be able to slip it into a backpack. Now, they did not go into if there was going to be a specific router that will be used for it. I'm hoping that there is. The router, number one, is smaller, and number two, which would be even better, is that the router, instead of just using AC, it can possibly use DC. So it has like a step up, let's say, converter that takes, let's say, 12 volt, and I'll turn it off. Okay. 12 volt, and then brings it to 48 volt. I think actually Starlink uses 57, Anyways, whatever. The bottom line is you would be able to use like a lithium battery with it, which would be ideal inside your backpack, and then recharge that battery with like a foldable, unfolding solar panel, let's say. So I think that this could be really, really big. Just imagine like people that are hiking, they get stranded, they get hurt, something happens, and now you have the means of being able to communicate and say, yeah, like I am stuck here and this is my location. And the thing that people don't know with Starlink is that the actual antenna itself has GPS built into it.
I was just gonna ask you, is this gonna like replace like the Starlink, the satellite phones from like Garmin?
Well, you mean like a GPS type of thing? I mean, eventually, I foresee, just like they did with Sirius and XM radio and all that. I bet you, within 5-10 years, every car will have a Starlink built into the roof. I could tell you that Teslas will have Starlinks built in the roof probably within a year, maybe less. Who knows? They're working on it. I guarantee it. If they're not, they're stupid. So I can almost guarantee that. But they'll probably have Starlink antennas for the cars. There's no reason not to. But anyways, just can you imagine the power though? If you're stuck like on the top of a mountain or whatever, you unfold, you put this thing up. It's literally the size of an iPad, and now you have full accessibility to the world.
Right.
I mean, it's really, amazing, absolutely amazing.
Okay. Yes, got that. Peter, 1 gigabit, no only CS, no go. Peter, you're gonna get Joe all crazy again. Gallagher, I'll check. Thank you. My TP is the 8-port. That's the only device I have with my Starlink router.
Check that. Switch out your ports. You might have a bad port, and all this time you're suffering just because of that one bad port.
Lagers, great show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Tom, I read you were finally forest fire fighting sucks.
Well, you know what? Thank God that you're doing it. Someone needs to do it.
Thank you. My goodness. I'm glad you're here. Larry Copley, oops, my Starlink is 2nd gen with Ethernet dongle, has become flaky recently. I noticed I have kinked the dongle cable perhaps when rebooting. New dongle or go to Gen 4 just now could router port.
Tell Starlink about your dongle. I told them, and within about 4 days, I had a new dongle. If you don't know what a dongle is, I call it always a dongle. It's the Ethernet adapter, okay?
That name, I just don't even get it.
Because everything is the dongleification of everything. Apple started doing it, right? They took all the damn ports out of these things, and now you just have like one, you have dongle for this, dongle for that, dongle for this, everything's a dongle, and it's really annoying. So anyways, that's what I would do. I would let them know, and they will send you a new dongle, and then even if you do upgrade to the 4, at least you got a new dongle, So give that a shot, because they will send it out to you. It's not even a question. They will.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to backtrack.
You
real
backtrack.
Quick.
I'm gonna have a sip of tea.
Okay, so Larry Copley commented, "Why did I pay for my membership? Well, it was worth it." And I see here, how do I get my free membership? All the perks for premium go away if everyone is. So
I think it's additional.
Memberships were gifted by people that are watching. So we didn't gift them.
Right.
So other people gifted it to other people, Larry. That's how they got it.
Yeah. And then I think the way it does is like if you have a membership for a month and someone gifts you a membership for a month, I think it just adds to it, I believe.
Gotcha.
Don't quote me on that. YouTube is crazy.
Yeah.
So, I try not to figure shit out. Okay. I just let things go. And that's usually works out best for me because it'll get you crazy really quick.
Okay, Ian, did you hear about Ultra Ethernet? It's more like InfiniBand. It connects for memory to storage on computer like CXL or PCI Express, not the Ethernet. It's used now, but that could change.
I have not, and that's some pretty cool shit. If you have like a URL, like a link to this kind of stuff, send it to me. I mean, the PCIe, your PC Express bus is pretty damn quick, but there is faster. I think things are going to eventually start moving away from copper and go to glass, right? Just the speed of light, right? You're not going to get anything faster. So, I think eventually we're going to see computers that are running on light. fiber optics, but built into the computers. There's no reason not to. I mean, there's a lot of reasons not to. It's not an easy thing to do, and I'm sure they've been working on it for quite some time. But I think the problem probably is that the size of them are probably massive, and they need to shrink them. So I was reading something about this like a few years back. So I know that it's in the works, but eventually, once they hit that, the speeds are just going to like 100-fold the speed that we currently have, and I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, can people handle that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the stuff that AI is doing today. Can you imagine like 100, 10,000, 10,000 times the power, just like this? I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Shannon had asked, I wonder if there's a queue for when they join. I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Again, I'm just repeating, people that got free memberships, they didn't come from us. They came from viewers like Shannon and Peter and other people that are gifting to other people. So again, if you got one from them, please say thank you.
Yeah.
And
then you'll have like a little star next to your name. And like I said before, whenever you comment on any of my videos going forward, even a past video, your comments and stuff will pop up at the top.
Except for when we're in this chat. So remember, on the chat, comments come in as people type it in, and then I'm trying to, skim through it. That's why Peter, our moderator, will ask you to put a Q in front of a question. I try to also read comments so, everybody knows what's going on. But it takes time, as you can see that, some questions take a while to get answered. But rest assured, we will get through most of them. You just have to hang out with us. That's what Friday nights are for, to hang out and have fun.
And if we skip over you, just ask it again.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll happen.
Okay.
That's another thing with YouTube. All of a sudden, it'll just go.
Yeah, I'll be scrolling, and then all of a sudden, it just goes through the whole thing.
It'll go all the way to the bottom, and then you're like, "Oh God, where were we?"
Yeah. Okay. Gravely Dawn. Top War and $M Solitaire daily events saw a 359 megabit DL, 26 upload speed, and 30 ms pings the other day. Current is 26 to 28.
That's perfect. Elon is saying that he wants to see sub 20 millisecond pings everywhere across the board. And that is something that I think is absolutely doable. He even said that he is a gamer. He loves playing Diablo 4 and a lot of other games. And he understands that latency means, the difference between winning and losing. And he doesn't like losing. So he's really concentrating on getting those pings down, which is really, really good for all of us. Yeah. Because even if you're not a gamer, when you're doing let's say a meeting, right? A Google Meet or something, if you're delayed, I mean, you can tell when you're talking to someone that's delayed in comparison to someone that's not delayed, where it's like on immediately, right? So it's really, really powerful, and they are getting better. 20-some ping. Just so you guys know, this is important while you find the next question. The distance between, or the time that it takes for data to run from our dish up to the satellite and back down is only about 4 milliseconds, 5 milliseconds. Maybe give some headroom in there, make it 6 milliseconds. So whatever the difference that you have above 6 milliseconds is going to be on the ground for the most part, because everything else is traveling at the speed of light through lasers from satellite to satellite to satellite to satellite. So the latency is happening from you or back to the ground station, from the ground station to your specific POP or your point of presence, out to the web, back to the POP, back to a satellite, back to the ground station, and then over to you. So it's a lot of moving around of data on the ground, terrestrial, in comparison to non-terrestrial. So they're going to start doing away with some of that, in my personal opinion. I think some of the ground stations are going to go away, and they're going to just stick with the POPs. But that's for a whole nother discussion. So go ahead.
All right. I can talk. Too Tall Steve.
Too Tall Steve.
No, the space that obstruction map says you need. Thanks. Kenny Schrader. Hi from Leesburg, Tennessee. I think so. I don't know. Dominic said, Sierra, I blame the algorithm. Okay. John, hi, green tea is good and it makes you live longer. Yes, it does. Larry, oops, my Starlink is second gen with Ethernet dongle, has become very Flaky.
Oh,
Recently,
we did that one already.
Okay, we did that one.
Yep.
Okay, must have been double. The Beefster, yo.
The Beefster.
John wants to know, is the ice cream cold or warm? It's dehydrated.
Dehydrated
so
ice cream, so it doesn't matter. It could be hot or cold, or it doesn't make a difference.
The Beefster said, please talk direct to Cell Technology. Mick Gustafson, wifey has to kick the habit. Jay.
Yes.
John said, why can't they just lower the price? Do you drink green tea?
Yes.
I mean, Peter, kick him. Okay.
Yes.
I did. John.
That's 3.
Halliburton, green tea is so amazing because it can improve your skin tone. Yes. Eric, JCristina, let us know the next time Fabiola picks on you. We will help her.
Thank you.
Now.
I appreciate that. She just kicked me.
Janice, hey from Normandy, Texas. How you doing, Janice?
How you doing, Janice?
Weekend. Happy to you too. So much rain and flooding here. My Starlink doesn't like the heavy rain, unfortunately. I know it sucks when it gets like that.
Rain fade is a thing.
Let's see. Pineywood, still waiting on my iPhone. Tim Paddock, long live free speech Friday.
PiPhone.
Yes.
The PiPhone.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
PiPhone.
I think you said iPhone. PiPhone.
No, PiPhone.
Yeah, I would love to see a PiPhone myself, or a Tesla phone, or an Elon phone, or some kind of
any other
phone.
option phone.
Anything besides Apple, I'd be happy with that.
Larry, how would they cool such a system? No river in space.
Yeah, I know, but space is extremely cold, so I mean, they can definitely do it. It wouldn't be a problem. The cooling is not the problem; it is the power. The massive solar array would be an issue. They would have to go with a reactor, a mini reactor, like a little something, but they would just bitch about it in case that thing fell to Earth and there's a mini reactor this size. Oh my God, I can't imagine. So yeah. I don't know.
Ian,
just so you guys know, real quick, those reactors that I'm talking about are in satellites as of today, okay? But they are only when they launch them out of the solar system, when they're like when they're like traveling out of the solar system, and the reason being, obviously, they don't have power from the sun anymore. So they do have reactors on board, and usually those isotopes have like half-lives of like usually like 10, 20 years or something for the most part. So they have power for a few decades, and then finally they'll just burn out. Anyways, I just want to throw that in there.
Ian, that is why I thought nuclear ship. Rubicon, I added a new mesh node yesterday to my Starlink V2 network. So easy and works great.
So easy.
I'm going to get rid of the T-Mobile home internet.
Yep.
Larry, would you buy Gen 4 or refurb Gen 4 for the roof with 8% obstructions if I am not worried about wind in Columbia River, Georgia, because that is what duct tape is for?
Yeah, I would. I really would, honestly. Gen 4, install it on the roof.
John said, why can't they just lower the price of Starlink?
I mean, I think they will. I think unlike other providers, Elon will lower the price eventually. I really do. You know, don't take my word 100% because I don't know. I have nothing to do with these people. They've never given me a penny ever in the 35 months that I've been promoting them. And I do it because I like to help you guys, right? I use it and I just share my experience basically. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to get too deep into it. I'll let you go to the next one.
Sarah, question JC, how many bruises have you gotten? You're like, Sarah, I don't even kick him that hard. He's just
sometimes it's a pretty good one.
He is like a baby.
Yeah,
he is so dramatic. And she wants to know, did you lay another tile in the bathroom this week? No, you did. That was last week.
Yeah, but when we didn't get to the weekend yet. Tomorrow I'll be laying more tile.
She asked, have you laid one more tile this week? Negatory, Sarah.
I work on it on the weekend. So this
like
week,
10 tiles.
Oh my God.
On a Sunday or a Saturday. It's all I get.
10 tiles?
Okay, 20.
What bullshit?
I mean, Sarah's asking. I'm answering her question.
I'm taking a picture. You know what?
I
Sarah,
have a picture on my phone.
No, just stop.
You want it? You want to see it? I have a picture.
Okay, let me see it.
So, I'm going to show you guys.
As of right now,
in 2 years, this is what I got. I'm showing you.
Okay, you do that. So the back wall is already done.
Totally sidetracking from technology.
The side wall
is a
tiled.
sore subject.
The inner wall is done. We just need some marble.
Look at that.
And Okay. Well, that's not too bad, right? So as you
2
can
years,
see here,
Sarah.
so,
I don't even remember what my vanities look like anymore.
So wait, let me see. Maybe I can put. How can I? You know what?
You want me to send it to you?
Yeah. Send it to me, and I can show it on here. Because if not, I'll be like doing
Wow.
like this, and it doesn't work.
Wow.
But anyway, so yeah, just the back wall
Okay.
is left. Only half of it.
No,
actually.
but just for
So-
inside the shower, that we still have the rest of the bathroom.
I
you
know,
guys.
but I'm talking about the shower where you can actually get your ass in there and turn the water on and actually have water flowing on you.
Water.
After like water.
Yeah, water.
After like I don't even know how many years. Oh my god.
Ian, it sounds like a Clash song. Should I go or should I stay? Oh, that's about me working and
Yes.
stuff. Peter, Fabiola, if you work in the media industry, you'll never know what you're going to do before last minute. And I know it too. Yes, it is.
That's how media is.
I mean, I love what I do. It's just sometimes nothing is perfect, Peter, you know?
No.
And sometimes you're just fucking tired. You're just tired and you just want to sleep in your bed.
If people don't get people that are not in any
And
type
it's
of,
fun. Don't get me wrong. There's some stuff that
awesome.
is awesome
You know what it
and
is?
fun,
It's
but
not-
it's a lot. It can be a
Yeah.
lot.
And it's not for everyone, right? It is not for everyone. You actually have to love it to do it.
I do.
Because there's a lot of people that have done, either photo work or video work, and when they don't know what's going on, they just get pissed about it, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
stressful.
It's stressful.
because you have to remember that I am not just like getting my bag together to go somewhere. I have a lot of things that I have to manage, that I have to pack, that I have to take, that I have to lug and bring back and make sure everything's accounted for, and then do it again, and then it's a lot of logistical stuff. And when you don't have like order in logistics, it can get even more stressful.
Things will get funky. So the reason I love it is because there's never a dull moment, and there's always something new.
Yes.
You're not doing the exact same thing every
Yes.
single day. That to me would make me fucking nuts. You know what I mean? So it's always something new, something, you're changing something, shucking and jiving.
but you're
you're
not
trying to
traveling.
hold on, you're trying to solve problems, you're trying to do whatever. No, it's like even if I work on any type of job,
Oh, yeah.
it's always like there's always challenges, and they're never the same, right? And the thing is with
Well, it
media,
depends.
it's like this, right? So it's ever changing. You just never know what's going to become the next day. So, I mean, to me, I love that. But
Yes, but you don't do what I do in
right,
media,
absolutely,
so it's totally
absolutely.
different. Honey badgers, Fabiola, your schedule is freaking crazy. Hats off to you, girlfriend. Thank you. It is. John, try green tea with some honey. I am.
Oh yeah,
Am I?
love
it. John Wolf said, tickler. Did you mean tickle him? I don't know. Jack Morgan, hello, you two legends from South Australia. Great show. Love your content. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for
Thank you
being
for that.
here.
Appreciate that.
Angel Wallflower, question Starlink. I tried mobile roaming service and I had to factory reset. Will I have to do this every time? It took a while.
Yes. Yeah, factory reset is a thing. You definitely have to do it. As far as those teas go, as far as green tea, check out my line of teas. Check out the, matter of fact, you have like a thing you can pop up over here. Check out my teas. I have, I think it's a line of like 5 now or 6 different teas, and 2 of them, the Misty Morning and Focus, have a lot of green tea in them. Great for morning time, and I drink them a lot. You'll hear me talk about them, as well as Fireside and a bunch of other ones. So Dark Temptation, awesome. That was like a holiday special that we still have. So check out Dark Moon Teas.
Peter Gosling got a member for 9
Oh,
months.
so he's been a member, a premium, 9 months so far. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Amazing.
Gala Girl, Fabiola, that is cool. All those flights. That is hectic. Yes, it is. You are, oh my gosh. Do you charge your crystals? What is your favorite crystals and why? Yes, I do. I put them in a selenite dish, or I put them in the sun or in moonlight. And before people get all crazy, it's not devil worship. Some of us think that crystals have energy that will work with your body, and that's why I like them. And it kind of centers me sometimes when I'm stressed. if I have a certain thing, I just kind of, and like, it's just like a reminder thing for myself too. And what I wear depends on my mood, where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm feeling. So it just depends. So yeah, get yourself a whole bunch of different ones for all kinds of reasons. Even, people's juju that you don't want. Jeff.
There's a lot of that.
Oh yeah. Jeff Henderson. I am in Northern California, and the other day my speed test was pulling from North Carolina. What the fuck?
Yeah, that means they changed your pop.
Why did they change people's pops?
The point of presence, I think it has to do with the number of people that are using that specific pop or that point of presence.
They just move it.
Yeah, so
you won't know what.
Yeah, so we're here in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Ours is in Georgia somewhere.
Ours is in North Carolina. No, ours is in Georgia.
Yeah.
Is it Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia. But we have a pop that's actually closer that's in Miami. So instead of 700 miles away, 70 miles. But I guess Miami's just too small. I don't know. But yeah.
There's a lot of people in Miami.
But what happens too is if the pop gets further away from you, you'll notice that your ping or your latency will go higher. Which sucks.
Yeah.
It makes me pissed.
Tom, Fabiola, if I had that schedule, it would cut into my beauty rest. Tom, it cuts into my beauty rest. That's why, like, Friday nights, by the time I sit here, I'm just, like, dead. I am, exhausted. But I still like it. It's fun. I love coming here and hanging out. This is fun, easy. Let's see. See, I just scrolled up, so now I have to go back to where I was here. Okay. Rick Blaze channel. Hey, Ricardo here from Jamaica.
Wow.
I ordered my Starlink 3 days now, and it has been shipped to here today. I'm so happy to become a part of the Starlink family. Welcome. You are the one that drawed me to Starlink. That's awesome.
I'm glad to hear it. You will, if you have a family, your family will thank you. Whatever you're doing with it, it will literally be life-changing.
He said thanks in advance for all the videos.
I mean, it's really that big of a deal. And matter of fact, that's why I started doing these videos, because it was life-changing for us. And I figured, if I can help some of you guys out, then, it's definitely a blessing. So anyways, that was the whole gist of it. But yeah, tell us about it. Next week on Friday, let us know how your experience is with your new Starlink.
John Halliburton. I don't know if AT&T is going away, or maybe it's within a month, go away soon. You never know. Ian, journalism, small broadcast units, you won't need a sat truck.
You don't, yeah.
Gravely Dawn, the Russian shuttle was launched one time into space but was unmanned.
Right?
It was called Buran.
Yep.
Let's see, and that sounds a little personal, haha. Dave T's Adventures and Travel. Hey Jay, is the mini dish release end of May, June confirmed, or just assuming?
Assuming. We don't have a date as of yet, so we really don't know.
When will AT&T be done, do you think?
So yeah, that's that. I was gonna talk on that. So AT&T, I predicted this about a year and a half ago. Anyone that's been with me for this time, I said AT&T is going to go away. They're going to start pulling their copper because they don't want to maintain the copper anymore because they're assholes. So AT&T has always been just a nasty company, right? They've always been that way. They want to only do fiber and their cell towers. So what they're doing is if you have DSL or if you have UVerse, you're going to start getting letters that state something like, by this day, we are going to move you to what we call AT&T's Home Air or something, or AT&T Internet Air. That's what they call it. And basically what it is, it's the same thing as T-Mobile Home Internet or Verizon Home Internet. Same exact crap. It's using their 5G piece of crap cell towers and basically a fixed modem, what it is, MIMO, right, inside your home. And that's what you're going to be using. So, I mean, it sucks. It really sucks because I think that they're even going to get rid of some of their copper when it comes to their POT stuff. All of their, like if you do a 911 call, well, 911 calls is not an easy thing to do when you're doing voice over IP, your VoIP connection, right? Because who knows where in the hell you are. If someone looked right now where I'm coming from, it'll say Atlanta, Georgia. Obviously, I'm not in Atlanta, Georgia, right? But that's what it would pull up. If we called 911, it'd pull up Atlanta, Georgia. What are you going to do in Atlanta, Georgia? Nothing. So they have like a lot of stuff that they have to work on to make that all work. But yeah, AT&T is pulling the plug. They're going to have fiber, and they're going to have their cell towers, and that is it. This company is just, I don't know. But that's what they want to do. So be it. They're going to, all these companies that are doing any type of cell service, I think Elon Musk's SpaceX Starlink is going to start eating their lunch within probably about 2 to 5 years. Just hang in there and watch for it.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Tom, question. Apple has dingleberries, not dongles, from an Android-only user. Yeah. I use that word, Tom, all the time. Yes, dingleberries.
It is a dingleberry.
I love it.
Where is my dingleberry?
I don't know. John, on TV news today, the government made a jet that only has AI in up. It's a full-size aircraft. They should flying it.
Yeah, so it's just AI flying it's like a drone. It's a massive drone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Angel Wallflower.
Congratulations.
I always learn a lot in these lives. You're so knowledgeable of details. This is nice.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
John, Spectrum is going away soon. I hope soon, and other internet providers.
Yeah, a lot of them are going away.
Larry, I was just confused as Peter was the moderator and happy with my purchase of premium. FCC needs to pay Starlink their money. Yeah. Joe Spectrum is going away soon, I hope. Yep. John Wolf, how many chicken eggs? We don't have any right now, but we got 3 new baby chicks. Some of them died.
Yes.
We had like a whole bunch, but it happens.
The 3 are still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Ian, saw Microsoft did for a long-term storage. It uses class square and uses laser to burn once and read unlimited. I don't remember what they call it. Will be in Azure at first or always too.
Yeah. No, I remember something about them doing etching like in glass or something, which is really pretty freaking cool. But yeah, that's not. I haven't seen it like mainstream, but I don't know. I just saw it as a science type of project they were working on.
Angel Wallflower, I put Starlink on top of a van today in the middle of nowhere today for the first time after residential service for a long time and was at 130 download.
There you go.
David's trading stock market speed. It's on fire, I guess.
Trading stock market speed, fire. Yes. I mean, people are actually doing trading with Starlink because at a 20, 30 millisecond ping, it's fast enough. And as long as you don't have bad weather, you're golden, Yes. If you're doing day trading and you really need to make sure that those, buy orders and sell orders go in there just immediately, it would be great to be on fiber. But just think that you can do trading on a boat in the middle of the frickin' ocean or on the top of a mountain or in the middle of a desert, and you can trade stock. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Ian, no, sorry. Fragile 1976. Is your pop still moving? I've gone from Dallas to LA to LA, Dallas to LA to Las Vegas, and now
what the hell?
Temp, it's getting closer.
That is absolutely obscene.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. I mean, I went from Miami to Georgia, Atlanta, and that's it. And it stayed in Atlanta. Never moved back to Miami.
John
Sadly.
Halliburton, do you have T-Mobile? And I have T-Mobile cellular service.
Yep. We have, right now, we're actually broadcasting on, let me see. I will show you guys.
We do not have no promo code for the mini dish. We don't have any of that.
No, because the mini dish is not out as of yet.
Yeah.
It is not out.
So no, David, no promo code for the mini dish. It's not out
You guys see this? Okay. Yeah, you probably see it. All right. So we're right now broadcasting on Starlink and T-Mobile simultaneously. We got about 3 megs up on currently on Starlink and about 2 to 3, on T-Mobile. So that's what we're currently using, and this way we do not go down. We are using Speedify to make this happen. We're bonding the 2 connections together, and it just simply works. So that's what we're doing right now.
Larry, Coldplay, Larry. So Gen 4 with motors is better if I reinforce mount for wind. Better one carefully placed tile than 25 shoppy. If you ask a man to do something, he will know. Need to remind them every 6 months. Oh my gosh, Larry, like, let's not go there. Like,
I like Larry. Just
know,
remind me every 6 months.
Yeah,
It'll
okay.
happen.
Larry, I don't have another bathroom. I have one bathroom, Larry.
You have two.
You're not
Well, there's one left.
It's a toilet and one bathroom. That's it. I mean, because you can't count everything else.
No,
Are you crazy?
No, right.
Alrighty then. John, what received can I use to pick up 1.6 gig band?
1.6 gig. 1.6
Right?
gig
G?
band. I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay, John Wolf.
Yeah, I'm not sure, John.
Ask that again. Why is this popping up? Like, why? Stupid.
It's stupid. It's the
Technology.
YouTube
It's so
stuff.
stupid. David, greetings from New Mexico.
How you doing?
Hi, David.
From New Mexico.
Ian, a Starlink would charge 10% up front for dish and month service, then pay over 9 months to pay off, and think Starlink would make out because they would get the monthly service.
Yeah, it's like, you remember, you got to put in $600 to get the original package, you know, your kit, $599, and then it's $120 per month. So there's a lot of people that are having a hard time with that because it's a big outlay, and I get it. I absolutely get it. But now we're seeing that Starlink is doing that refurbished thing. Now, not everyone can get the refurbished, but if you check and you go to starlink.com and you say you want to order a new system, it'll pop up. The new, where you just have a buy now button, and then next to it, it'll say refurbished $399. So $200 discount. And the cool thing here is they give you a full warranty, just like if it was brand new. So even though you're only even though you're spending $200 less, it's refurbished, but who gives a crap? You're getting the same warranty. If something goes bad, they send you another one. So I think that's an awesome deal. If you have the ability to buy the refurbished, definitely get the refurbished. Also, they are now starting to do a $1 deal, meaning that for $1, right, you will get the Starlink kit, $1, you will get the Starlink kit, and you will have it free for 30 days. Of course, once that goes by, then of course you have to pay the full fee, the full fare of it. But for $1, you can test it. Whereas in the past, you would have to pay the $599, you'd have to pay your $120 to use it, and then you could return it for a refund, okay? But you still had that outlay. Now you don't have the outlay. You can actually test it out for $1. So look that up. If it's available in your area, you can get that too. Matter of fact, I think it's available on their website now. She just kicked me. That's number 5.
We're past 5.
Nope, that's 5, and you like nudged me too.
Oh my god.
So that's like a 5 kicks and a nudge.
I'm helping the peeps out.
Okay, go ahead. Are we really
Peter.
far behind? I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit. Peter, I have never had so much fun working before in the media industry. So much fun. I also miss it so much.
Same.
It is. It's a lot of fun, but you know, Peter, it's still work. You
Yeah.
know, you make the best of it. You enjoy it, but it's still work.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it is definitely not a 9 to 5, and it's not sitting behind a desk type of a career for sure. Larry, media sounds same as product safety compliance. Ooh, that sounds really boring though, Larry. No projects alike. What is Miss J's occupation? I am a HMUA and a wardrobe stylist. Oh, see, now I just lost myself.
Did YouTube do it or did you do it?
No, it just like,
It does it. I don't know why. I hear you. I don't
Yeah.
know. For some reason, it does this. It'll, you'll have like 500
You're
messages.
scrolling and then all of a sudden
It'll scroll
it just
up.
scrolls
It'll literally
for you.
scroll straight to the bottom. I don't even know why it does that.
Okay.
I really don't.
Let's see. I passed.
You passed?
No, I passed here.
All right. Well, you do you.
You
All
don't
right.
even know where we were, so I don't know what you're looking for.
Oh, I see Peter here popped up with "Light It Up." Peter,
That was a long time ago.
I know, but
We're
I
past
see it.
that.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Yes, you missed it. It was a 9-month sub, and you even commented on it. Get some green tea.
I got some.
Well, You need
You
more.
just stay right there. Don't
I
even
swear.
move a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any
No.
do you have any hairspray in that hair?
Of course I have product in my hair. Of course I do, Joey. I swear to God. You're going to be under this desk. It's been a long 2 weeks.
All right, let me see.
You can light it up, but you need, do you even have stuff in there? Last time it backfired because there was nothing in there.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just stay right there.
No, how about you stay right there?
All right. We're going to light it up. All right. So you guys know what this is, right? No, it's not that. Stop. It's the Starship. Ready? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Ready? You are standing back, too. Hold
Yes. Oh, you see?
on. Listen to that.
One day you're going to melt that. I'm going to laugh.
Can we see it?
You had product in your hair. You
We
better
do.
be careful.
Oh, we can see it. Look at that. But maybe I should do like this.
You're going to make it fly.
Is that not cool? Come on, people.
It kinda smells.
I have another one that's coming. I don't know
Where-
where the hell
where-
it is.
you
You
got
know
that
what?
a long
I'm gonna
time
have to
ago.
write. It's literally. I'm gonna look up mine.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta see where it is.
Boys and their toys.
This is
Oh, my
fun
God.
stuff. Come on.
Woo!
Woo!
Fun stuff.
Give me a question.
John T, what's your T and how do you get it?
So all of the.
I'm putting up a link. I've
Yeah.
been putting up a link because
Yeah.
some people have been asking.
Yeah.
But darkmoontees.com or you can go to jcristina.com
You can go
/shop.
Yeah, you could go to. So here, I'll just put it up on the screen. Let me see if it
Jim,
pops up.
thank you
There
so
go.
much. A can of gel for Joe's hair. Thanks for that super chat, Jim.
Wow. Jim, I'm going to do like a Michael Jackson. I'm going to blow up. Listen, so if you guys go to JCristina.com, right? And then just go to shop, okay?
Mick, gotta go. Take care, everyone. Great weekend.
Thank you for being here, Nick. So,
Thanks. Mick.
or Mick. So look, if you go here, it says feature projects, feature products. We have Dark Moon Tees, and then we have Misty Morning here. If you just scroll down, here's some of the shirts and stuff. I think you guys seen me wear this before.
Sarah, you were asking about novelties.
Yeah, there's a T-shirt right there. I wear that sometimes. That's my
And thank you very much.
That's my megabit. Here's my coffee mug that I designed. Right? What is it? It's tea time. Do you guys get it? Tea time. Anyways, yeah.
You're such a nerd.
Just stop. We got the 1776, and anyways, there's the Dark Moon Tees, photo stuff. Mediocrity is no longer acceptable. We have my Life After Adobe. Anyways, if you come down a little bit further, here we have sensor cleaners and stuff. You'll see this on B&H Photo. You'll see them also on Amazon. Those are other products that I invented years ago. And then here are the tees. So you have your Fireside, your Misty Morning, Dreamscape, Focused, and Stormy Weather.
Okay, can
and
I
then
finish?
No. And then the new one here, which is Dark Temptation.
Oh, yeah, that one has a little hints of chocolate in it.
So good, so good.
really good.
So check these out. They're just, I make them. They're all natural. Everything about them is like non-GMO, non-radiated, non, all good stuff. And every single ingredient is organic. So they're all handmade specialty teas. So I've been doing that for a few years now. I've been selling
Yeah.
a lot of those. So yeah, check them out.
Okay. Sarah, yes, you were asking about the novelties. Also, Fabiola, you're looking beautiful. Thank you very much. Alan B, I should know this because I'm sure you've already covered it, but when do you do a factory reset? Is everything going to reconnect? And can I use the same password to log in?
Yes. Okay. So you're going to use the standard password, which is like admin or whatever it is, and then you're just going to change it to whatever you want it to be. So just anything that you did, you're just going to have to do again. So, for example, what is your network name? Mine is Mr. Bevel, right? So I would put in Mr. Bevel, and then it's going to ask, what is the Wi-Fi password? I'll type in the Wi-Fi password. What do you want for an administrative password? Put in the administrative password, and that's really about it. If you did anything else in there to the settings, you're going to want to reset those, but that's all that you need to do, and now it's back up and running. I actually recommend people do a factory reset like about once a month. It helps. it kind of flushes out all the bullshit, and it gets sometimes things just working better and quicker. So why that is, don't know, don't care. But yeah, try it. Not a reset, but an actual factory reset where it just takes everything, trashes it, and then you reset it from the beginning, right? It works. So give it a shot.
Okay, Bear, come all this now starts at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday morning down under. That's awesome. I'm trying to catch up, you guys. John, we
quiet.
should be on Big Brother. Ian, did you hear about NOAA research found a yellowish gold shell scientist in Alaska oceans?
I did not.
Tim
That's
Patek,
cool.
Fabiola, have one of your peanut butter drinks. Tim, that sounds so good. I bought it in New Year's, but forgot it at my parents' house. It was awesome. It's so good. You know why I haven't had them on Friday nights? Because I'm already tired by the time we do the live. And I found that whiskey makes me really sleepy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you like the tequila anyways.
Yeah, but I
rum.
might have it when I'm done here because then I can, then I'll relax and go to bed.
I'm like the pirate rum guy. I've always liked some good rum.
Ian, AT&T Bell Labs invented Unix.
Yeah.
Blair, AT&T encouraging people to move to DirecTV over internet here. Ian said it's not a modem.
Crazy.
I know a lot call it that analog device is gateway from one network to another network. Jeff Henderson, my pop is now back in LA now. Average down is 224 and up is over 20 pings are usually below 30 and low is 16.
Jeez, 16 would be amazing.
Randolph, how much better is Starlink to 5G?
It just depends on your 5G. Over here, we have AT&T 5G, which is bullshit. It's not even 5G. The 5G that we get here in the US for the most part is not 5G. Now, if you have 5G overseas, you're getting like hundreds and hundreds of megabits down and 100 plus megabits up. You don't get that here for the most part. Every once in a while, you'll find some like tower that's like made out of gold or something.
Yeah. Larry said, can I override my location for shopping without doing into developer mode every time? Home Depot keeps insisting my store is in Seattle, a pop thing.
What you could do is use a VPN. I'm using Pure VPN. We got a promo code, 15% off. Go to jcristina.com/VPN. And then you can just set your location wherever you want it. You could set it to Bangladesh. And now when you go to Home Depot, it's going to think that you're in Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's bad. John Halliburton, why so many apps on my iPhone? Is Apple going down? I hope not. Yeah, everybody has an app now, though. 83 Jeep is talking to Randolph. Okay, Angel Wallflower. So I'm traveling a lot this summer. Will Starlink auto pick it up as long as I am on the mobile plan? Do I have to enable anything before I leave all services?
Yep, as long as you are on a roaming plan, it'll pick it up anywhere in the U.S.
Okay, Ian, I seen a video that military is testing a F-16 with AI pilot. That's crazy.
This whole AI thing is just, isn't it an AI pilot?
What are we going to do when AI just takes over?
Is it an AI pilot or is it a drone? Or is it someone that's, controlling it and, let's say 80% of it is controlled by someone and 20 by a computer or whatever. I mean, the word AI is just so overused at this point. Like I said it in one of the videos that literally when your car lights turn on at night automatically, people will think that it's AI. It's like an AI program. No, it's a damn sensor. Just stop already. AI is specific to some type of programming that can analyze itself and learn from where it is wrong and where it's found input that, let's say, correlates or goes against what it knows, and then it can make modifications based on thought, quote unquote thought, and deciding which is more valid. So if it got 100 pings, I'll call them pings, that are for blue and 40 pings that are red, it's going to say, hey, this is blue. You follow me? So this is that thought. And that's true. That's AI, where it's actually learning. All the rest of the stuff are just programs. That's all it is. It's a program.
Gravely Dawn. Having been a military brat, we always kept a bag packed and still do to this day.
Gotta have that bag.
Yes. Especially, well,
Especially
yeah, but it's
today.
still different when it's for you.
Yeah.
John, look up, 83 Jeep is talking Hamilton, great update. Ian, with all sats up there, you think OTA broadcast will broadcast over internet, so all the broadcast towers would broadcast a long distance Wi-Fi?
You should. So, I mean, the way the eNode Bs work on these satellites is that an eNode B is basically like a sat tower. It's like a cell tower, but in outer space. So it works the same way. Instead of the tower being, let's say, 3 miles up the road from you, the tower is at 530 kilometers. But it still is so sensitive, it can hear your phone, which is, to me, unfrickin' believable. So you can literally walk outside and start texting with absolutely no Wi-Fi, no cell service, no service at all, and just text using the satellite. That's as of today, right? Well, as of the end of this year. As of next year, you're going to be able to pick up that phone and make a phone call and speak to someone using that satellite. And then by the end of that year, by the end of 2025, we're going to see data. So you'll be able to do a little bit of web surfing and stuff like that. Not like massive, but just basic stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that's with no service at all. Besides besides your Starlink. That's it.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Ian, sorry for my misspelling. It's all good. Keeps me
all
on
good.
my toes. Gal girl flying is good. Yes, if it's on a vacation. Honey Badgers, Joe, which SpaceX toy did you get this time? Fabiola, you married a child. LOL. Yes, I did.
This one
That's
is the
the
Starship.
original, though.
This is the original.
That's
This
the
is the
original.
Starship. I have another one coming, but it's just not here. And you know what? I have to figure that out because these things weren't cheap. They're like a couple $100. I mean, they're not. It's not cheap. So yeah. It is cool though.
Jim said the teaser.
Roast your marshmallows. Maybe light a cigar.
Light your hair.
Light your hair.
Your hair. Jim said for all the gel. He said.
Jim
said that the teaser.
Yeah, he did. He did
good.
a super chat.
Yeah.
Said like a nice can of gel for me.
Yes.
Jim.
Jim also said the teaser absolutely
I'm gonna be
awesome.
like super bald.
Yeah, Peter. Goddamn, it's so funny to see you too. John, wow, that looks great. And do the video of the process of making your own tea. Thanks.
That's a good one. I like that. I have not done that yet.
Larry, dongle equals generic Kleenex named for wall warts that don't plug into 120V. Please plug wall warts, box plugs, not needed 24/7 into a power strip you turn off at night. Electrical version of leaking faucets.
It's basically what they are. Yeah, they
that's funny.
really are.
83 Jeep, I had my Gen 2 for 2 years now and have had no issues so far, so no need to do the reset.
No, that's great. Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Jim is going on an Alaskan cruise soon.
That's awesome.
That is
Come
awesome.
on, Jim.
Yay, enjoy
You
that.
have to take us along
That's
for the
awesome.
ride. Send us a
Yeah.
lot of pictures.
Sarah, JC, I'd love to get Starlink in New Zealand, but they charge a fortune of $800. We get ripped off in this country. Really annoys me. That is a lot
So
of money.
can you get like someone in the U.S. to buy like one and ship it or something? That's crazy.
That is
$800.
crazy.
I guarantee it's all VAT. The what is it? Value added tax bullshit.
Yeah.
They VAT things into the ground.
Glenn Fooligar, do you have any updates on the testing of direct-to-cell services?
So far, I think that they have said 14 megabits down and something up. I don't remember, but everything's working and working well. And they're now testing, not just in 1 or 2 states. They're testing in a bunch. So that was the latest that I heard. So I mean, at this point, it's going to be before the end of the year. T-Mobile is going to have it. If you have a T-Mobile Max plan or whatever the hell they call it, it's just going to be free. Your phone's just going to work. Even if T-Mobile isn't even available, you'll use the Starlink satellite. You won't even know it. That's even more stupid. Think
I
about
know.
that. Isn't that
Didn't you
crazy?
answer this already for John? The difference
that?
between T-Mobile has 5G. What's
Yeah.
the difference? You did. Okay, I just making sure.
Yep.
Glenn, we just did Glenn's. Oops, hold on. John, on my Starlink in the rain, I get 35 pin 3 jitters, 110 downloads, and 22 upload.
3 jitter is amazing in the rain. That's fantastic.
Peter Gosling said, Jay, send us to the moon.
Yes.
Go ahead, do it. Send yourself to the moon.
Are we gonna light it up again? I don't know if I have enough stuff in here. Let me see. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, there it is. I guess you did have enough.
Can you hear it?
You're gonna melt the mic. I cannot.
I love this thing. It's just cool.
You see? Is that your knee?
No,
Oh, no.
I don't know what
I'm
you're doing.
stuck.
You're rolling. You're like pushing me like off.
Oh my God, I'm stuck. Okay. John, is this true AI? We don't control, they saying we can only ask it. That's what they say, John. I don't know. Tim, love JCristina. I bought the Kraken rum too, but I haven't tried it. What?
Ooh.
I don't like rum, but the Kraken is.
The Kraken is the
good.
shit.
He said I might need to go dig through the liquor cabinet for it tonight. Working on a final, so that should be
Oh,
good.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, lots of luck to you on your final.
Kraken, just clean. Just Kraken neat. So if anyone has, if you like any type of spice rum, I have tried a lot. And out of all of them, the Kraken still ends up being my number one pick. And this is even trying like $100, $200 rums, a very expensive rum. The Kraken is still the best. And the reason being, it has such a vast amount of flavor to it, all different flavors, and they all come out. So it's almost like a fine wine or like a good cigar type thing where people are like, oh, you can taste this note and that and this and that. Same thing with Kraken. You taste it and you taste like all of the different spices. Really good stuff.
All right, Ian, the difference between man and boy is the price of his toys.
Always.
There you have it.
That's right. That is right.
Blair, we will be able to use will we be able to use cell phone audio on satellites, or will the latency between the phone to Starlink and back to the ground be unusable for audio, like 4 seconds?
Nope. You will actually be able to use it because remember, the signal from, like I was saying before, the signal from your Starlink dish, for example, not the phone, but just for example, that is like 4 milliseconds there and back. So that's nothing, right?
Yeah.
So if they can do it, and my understanding is I talked to a bunch of people. I didn't understand how it was possible either, but they were saying that they will be able to do calling with no problem at all. So that's just amazing to me. Being that it's that far away, just think about the satellite at 530 kilometers, hearing your phone, right? Your phone here, 530 kilometers away. It can hear it. It gets the signal.
That's
How
crazy.
sensitive does that have to be?
Yeah.
That's just amazing to me.
is crazy.
And that's unmodified. So like some people were saying, hey Joe, well, are we going to be like radioactive? Is this thing going to, is the phone going to like juice up and start burning in my hand because it's so hot because it's trying to connect it? No, because it is able to hear that faint sound from the, when I say sound, frequency, RF, right? Radio frequency from the phone. It's baffling to me.
That's
But
wild.
yeah, that's an unmodified phone. It does not have to have any increase in juice, let's say. So pretty cool.
John, teas come from China. Did you know that? I love tea. Yes. And from many other places too, John.
Yeah.
We love tea.
Love the tea.
Peter, our moderator, Peter.
Yes.
JC and Fabiola, keep up the good work you two are doing. Thanks, Peter. You're
Thank
part of
you
it.
for
Thanks for
that.
being here, helping us out every Friday.
Man, I know.
We appreciate it. Larry, I tried VPN for shopping location, but one I picked only had server in Seattle. I would need to find one with a server in my location known as the other Vancouver.
Yeah.
Ian, it's called phantom power when plugs are in and use a tiny power.
Yep.
Kenneth Cushman, have they made the latency any lower?
Yes, latency has been coming down. Yep. I would say my average latency is down by 5 to 10 milliseconds in the last like 4 months. So it's been continuously getting a little bit better.
John Wolf, I messed up. I did an update on Starlink and it was raining and it took over 2 hours. John, why would you do that while it was raining? What's wrong with you?
Don't do that, John.
Off the grid 4x4. What is your opinion of the blocking of SL in Zimbabwe and South Africa?
I think it's just a bunch of bullshit, honestly. You know, a lot of the countries that want to block SpaceX Starlink is because they do not want their people to have access to the world's knowledge. The reason being is that the data that goes through the Starlink is not being filtered by their servers. So they have no control over what their people see and hear and feel and whatever, right? So every one of these countries, and you can just look at all of them, state, country, whatever, the ones that are saying no to Elon Musk, SpaceX, Starlink is because they want to control their people. That's it. There's no other reason, period. End of story. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. We're almost finishing up on your questions, you guys. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We got another 5-10 minutes. Any last minute questions? Throw them in there.
Larry, do you have any other children besides Joe? Yes, we do.
We do.
We have a 27-year-old daughter, 23-year-old daughter, and a 16-year-old son. And then there's Joe.
And then there's me. A 16-year-old.
Yeah. I think you answered this one already.
What's that?
The T-Mobile going away soon.
Yeah.
You know. Brett Spicer, just checked 3 retailers in New Zealand, $599 for Starlink V3 hardware.
That's the V3, yeah. The V4, so just in case you guys don't know, all the Starlink hardware gets tested in the US first, and then it gets shipped overseas. And the reason being is like with the version 4, they had problems with the mount, right? So they had a lot of recalls where people would send them in and then they had to send out new. So anyways, they don't want to do that overseas. So they test in the US first. And after a new product comes out in the US for like 3 to 6 months, then it goes overseas. So chances are when the Mini comes out, you're probably not going to be able to get it overseas. It'll probably come out in the US. And like I said, it will be like 3 or 4, sometimes a little bit longer months before we'll see it overseas, which is okay to me because it kind of makes sense. You know, we'll suffer, we'll be the beta testers, and when you guys get it overseas, you don't have to worry about it. It'll just simply work.
All right, we're just going to finish up here.
Okay.
John wants to know, does he play with his rocket during the week? I know that does not sound right.
You know, I usually play with this thing on Fridays. And then during the rest of the week, it sits there over there by my moon, right? And it's just like kind of in the shot when I'm doing my videos. But it's a lot of fun. It is cool. I like it, you know.
Ian, is the NSA or CIA listening in?
Always.
I mean, come on.
Whenever
Ian.
you think they're not, they are.
Everyone's always listening. You have an iPhone.
Your iPhone is listening to everything you say all day, every day. And
even when you have it on off mode, it's listening.
It's still listening. Don't think that it's not. It is always listening.
Brett said, by the way, the sound is great too.
Oh, good.
Warren Letworth.
Yes. How you doing, Warren?
My ping has been around 32, been around 32 to 34. I noticed today it was at 70, and my pop was in Georgia, which wouldn't be a problem, but I live in Northern California. Oh my gosh.
Jesus. So that's screwed up.
Yeah.
So that is not right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're in California and you're getting, what is it, Georgia?
Yeah.
Northern California.
Northern California. And the pop was in Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just, there's so many more pops between there and Georgia. If it stays like that for more than a day, it could be just a fluke. I would do a factory reset, reboot it, and see where we're at that point. And if it's still there, right into Starlink and say, listen, my pop is on the other side of the frickin' country. Fix it. And they will fix it. I promise you, they'll fix that.
All right, finishing up here. Larry, dropout update. I ran out and changed my cable to different router port, and knock on wood, jinx, so far no more dropouts. Fabulous.
Amazing. There you go.
John.
Make a little mark. That's the key here. If you switch the port and you find out that you have a bad port, don't think that you're going to remember. You're not, okay? Get a marker and put an X on that port so you don't use it anymore. But once you have one bad port, you're going to have another one in not so distant future. So think about buying another, whatever you're dealing with here, a router or a third-party router or a switch or whatever.
All right, John, does Starlink use T-Mobile equipment or Starlink?
What's that?
Does Starlink use T-Mobile equipment or Starlink?
It's Starlink equipment, and they're just using T-Mobile spectrum is what they're doing. Their frequency, their band that they have available to them. But SpaceX Starlink and Elon Musk was talking about buying their own. So right now they're going to be using T-Mobile spectrum here in the US. In Canada, for example, they'll be using Rogers spectrum. In New Zealand, anyways, wherever they're going to be doing this phone, this direct cell to satellite connection, they're going to be using the spectrum of the specific company. But they want to buy their own. And since they want to buy their own, these companies, these cell providers need to get nervous, because once he has his own, he doesn't need you anymore. Trust me. He says, oh, no, that's not what we're doing. Trust me. You'll see. Wait for it. Just hang in there. Wait for it. So, any more questions? Or are we out of here?
No, we're out of here. We are just finishing up a couple. Gravely Dawn, AI equals, I'm sorry, Dave, I cannot do that. This is true.
Yes.
$2 Steve.
It's coming.
Belize does not allow SL because the minister owns the internet company. Great. That's not a conflict.
There you go, money.
Glenn Fulgar, in regards to where SL is blocked, e.g. Zimbabwe, could someone buy a dish outside the country and have a roaming account?
No. The reason being is each dish has GPS on it, and Starlink knows where the dish is within 3 feet, 1 yard. So that means that since it has GPS, even if you shut the GPS off, it'll use triangulation, and it'll know within about 20 feet where the hell that dish is. So all these people that say, oh, they're in the Ukraine and the Russians are using it in the Ukraine and all this bullshit, and they're in an area that is not supposed to be, trust me. If they're in an area that's blacklisted, that it cannot, this thing is geo-fenced, it's geo-locked. They can't use it, right? So if someone got a Starlink and they went to Russia and tried using it and they have a roaming plan, guess what? It does not work, period. End of story. So a lot of the stuff that you hear on the news is just complete bullshit. But anyways, once you know how it works, you know that it's just nonsense. They don't know any better. They're just stupid,
All right, we've hit the end of the weekend, you guys.
We hit the end of the weekend?
I mean,
the beginning of the weekend, the end of Friday night.
You know what I mean.
You know the thing. Stuff. You know that thing.
If it works for him, it can work for me.
You know what, guys? Pause.
Pause? What the hell?
Pause.
You're an idiot. Read next.
Pause.
Oh my god. Anyways, before we go real quick, please go watch Joe's last video on our friends Space Coast.
Awesome movie.
Docufilm. Yep. It was really good. It's an hour long.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
It covers a lot of really good stuff, and I think you guys will like it. And FJB, and thumbs up, share, like. And if you want teas, go over to JCristina.com/shop. And, all the things.
Do all that shit.
Yeah, I hope
do it all.
It was somewhat entertaining.
Thank you guys so much for all of the super chats as well as
all the gifted memberships.
And
Peter Gosling and Shannon Monhar.
Yeah, everyone.
Sorry if I mispronounced
everyone
it.
that gave.
But
I
thank
really
you. We
appreciate
appreciate it. You guys are always here
You guys are awesome.
building for everyone in the community all the time. Thanks, Jim. Enjoy. I don't know when you're going on your cruise.
Send us
but
pictures.
yeah,
We want to see it. We want to see it.
definitely.
Thank you, guys.
All
We'll see you
right.
in the next one. I'll see you on Monday, bright and early.
And I'll tell you how many tiles he puts up on Sunday.
You do it. And I will take a picture of that
Thanks,
damn
Peter,
bathroom.
for moderating.
And you'll see it next week. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Many blessings to all of you.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. See you later.